Thank you so much for making time with me. For folks who are watching this whole interview on Rudy Blair Entertainment Media, RudyBlairMedia.com, we are a little late, which is understandable because of something incredible that has happened to you, which is causing you to be so busy with people calling and texting and wanting to do interviews and making appearances. And in fact, being able to stand at a billboard to see your picture up, which I thought was amazing. What is the good news that has recently happened that had to do with your debut EP?
Juno Nomination!
Congratulations! Now, folks are going, what's the EP? What's the EP called first?
It's self-titled, so it's Shawnee Kish. And yeah, the EP is 6 tracks of I feel like me coming out with more of who I am. So it's a celebration in so many ways. Like I really feel like with this EP, I'm getting closer to feeling like confident in sharing who I am in my music. So it just feels like an accomplishment in so many levels.
How does it feel though that this is a Juno nomination, but it's a debut EP? It's your first. Talk about, I mean, you've had a long, storied, and strong working career, but to release your first EP and have this happen, can't touch this.
Yeah, I mean, I've been growing as an artist since one of my very first shows, which was at 12 years old. And so it's been this long journey that I look forward to continuing. And just, I think like for anyone that, everyone goes through their own process of becoming. And so this is just my journey of, I being more, being authentic, being real, being confident, being genuine, being all of those things that, it's hard. It's so easy to say, be confident, but it's hard when you're vulnerable, when you have things that you carry. And so it's just been this long journey. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I've had. I'm grateful to be able to share my voice and my story, to have overcome some of the things that I've had to, and that I have in my life, so that I'm able to share my story with other people and say, it could take a year. It could take if you're an artist, it could take your first song. It could take, you could never, it might not ever happen. And that's okay too, because you don't need accolades. You don't, that's great. It feels good, but do art for you. Do art because you love it. Do art because it's healing and because it's your medicine, and make it about that. But of course, I'm so grateful. I love the Junos. We've had some time to spend together over the past year and a half since Searchlight win. So I'm just really grateful.
Yeah, think about that. Searchlight, RBC being part of this series that was the way that, in a lot of ways, you and I were introduced. I mean, how did RBC help with all this? And also, how did Searchlight help with this with this journey?
Searchlight sort of launched, I feel like, my voice and saying, we recognize Shawnee. This is what she's up to. This is her voice. We believe in her. Take a listen. And I mean, CBC is such these massive platforms that here in Canada that get to say, oh, here's a Canadian artist, check them out. And that's so important. I love CBC so much. I love them so much. I feel like I've inserted myself as their family. I'm like right in there. Because they've been so they've inspired me, they've been so supportive in that sense. So they've kind of launched that, and in allowing me to share and spread my voice and my message and what I believe in.
And RBC?
The same. Yeah, the same. It's just being able to have that connection and that platform with such a broad voice here in Canada. And, I'm grateful.
How did it feel? Because like I said, we follow each other on social media, Instagram, and I saw you standing under, it was a billboard, right?
Yeah.
With your congratulations. Like, what did that feel like? When did you see the billboard? And what was it like to see something like that up for the world to see?
So my publicist messaged me and she's like, there's a billboard up. We just heard about it. So of course I packed up my stuff, got in the truck and went to look for the billboard, ran across the street, waited 10 minutes for the billboard to come up because it was like a digital one. And I was like, there it is. It's so cool to see my face there and my name there because like I said, it's all about that journey of overcoming so much and it represents that for me, seeing that. It's like I feel like it just gives me more inspiration and empowerment to continue this journey to overcome and to become to for the for myself and other people who need that and that voice, that reminder, at least that very reminder that do whatever it is that's going to make you feel whole and complete in yourself in this world. And it really is all about that.
Congratulations on all of this. So what's going to happen right now? Like, I'll put the Junos aside a little bit. Let's get back to the career. Are we looking at shows happening throughout 2022? And also, are we looking at new music coming out?
New music. So I just signed a deal with Amelia Recordings. So I'm really excited about that. And that also in itself, we could talk about in its own journey. I have been an independent artist for a very long time purposefully because I wanted the space to grow, and it was all about, and not that I haven't had offers to collaborate in the sense of, a record deal, but I wanted it to be the right fit, the right people. And I really do feel like that with Amelia Recordings. So I'm really excited to create new music with them, release new music with them, tell my story, share my story alongside with them. So definitely new music this year. I'm about to release a new song at the end of April called Mr. Ty, and that it's about sort of my journey in the music industry and some things that I've gone through with that dominant figure that tends to be in really any industry that you can run into that can sometimes supersede, like, especially as females, like how we believe in ourselves and how we see ourselves. And so I've definitely faced my own people and individuals that have made me feel less than in this industry, and I call them the Mr. Ty. So I'm excited to share that song on April 22nd. It's released, and pre-release is April 8th. And then going into the Junos and lots of shows happening this summer. So excited to get back on the road and hopefully, if all goes as planned, get on stage and perform. Yeah, there's lots to look forward to this year.
Let's jump to the Junos. What are the plans? Do we know anything yet? Will there be any meet and greets, or is there going to be any performances? Has the Junos talked to you? I mean, CBC, family, anything that you can give us a hint on what's happening?
So everybody's in the planning stages at this point. There are talks, showcasing definitely a lot during that week. Just performing, getting my voice out there, sharing my story during Juno Week and celebrating with everyone on Juno Week. Absolutely, I'm going to be there all week, kind of shaking hands, smiling, and celebrating.
And we're going to finally get a chance to meet in person because we've been doing all this on Zoom. So I'm going to be there because, of course, it's in Toronto. Looking so forward to meeting you. Congratulations on this journey. Thank you for allowing me to follow along in this journey, and just looking forward to seeing what happens with the Junos the rest of 2022 and the future and beyond, because you are definitely a role model and you are a leader, and I just love the fact of the vibe that you're giving everyone, especially what we've gone through in the last couple of years. You are perfect to cut through all of that. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.